So you want to make more money? I do. Well, before you can make more, you need to understand how money is made. Hi, I'm Brian. I'm a real estate investor, small business owner, and a wannabe YouTuber. So we've all heard that saying, give a man a fish, feed him for a day, teach a man to fish, feed him for a lifetime, right? Well, let's learn to fish. So we all have different strengths and we all live in different communities. So there really is no like one size fits all to making money. But the principles to making money are always the same. So in this video, we'll look at the 4 basic principles to making money, and it'll be up to you to take those principles back and apply them to your specific life and situation. So first, what is making money? And how or what is it that would persuade someone or convince someone to give us some of their hard-earned cash? For someone to have the desire to give you some money, you have to either add value to them or create value for them. I mean, it really is fundamentally a very simple concept. It's just the exchange of value. So then really the question is, how do we add or create value for others? Because if we can figure that out, the money will follow, right? So in my opinion, there are really 4 main ways to generate or create value or add value to someone. Use them as a filter for your ideas to help you determine which method or methods of income creation are best for you. And remember, when it comes to making money, other people are not going to do it for you. You're only limited to your own creativity. So look for ideas. There are millions of ways out there to make money. It's just finding the right way that fits your unique situation and then running with it. But again, you're only limited to your creativity. Okay, so what are they? These are the 4 principles. Number 1 is time. So time is a finite resource. You only have so much of it, and once it's gone, right? So if you can save time for people, if you can give people time back, they'll reward you for it financially. Saving time for someone can come in many different forms. And again, you're only limited to your imagination. But just to stimulate that train of thought, imagine all of the things that take time away from people that you could pick up and do for them. And it could be simple things. Most people want to do fun things on the weekends, but a lot of times they're stuck at home mowing the grass, cleaning the house, fixing the mailbox. All of those mundane tasks that no one wants to do, if you can take those things off of their plate and give them back their weekends, they'll pay for that. So maybe you know a real estate investor. I can promise you from experience that real estate investor would love someone that could go in and get the house clean and ready to either sell or re-rent, and to keep them from having to do it, or cleaning the roofs off in the fall. Anything to save them time, they're absolutely down for it because it takes a lot of time to manage rental properties. In fact, if you're in North Louisiana, give me a call. I could use some help with mine. But really and truly, there are endless ways to save people time, and you'll have to look at your situation, your surroundings, your environment, and find out what those things are. And again, everybody's situation is unique. You have different strengths than your neighbor has. So look for ways that you can use your strengths to save other people time. Here we go again. You're only limited to your imagination and creativity. Number 2, skill. Do you have a unique skill that other people don't have? If so, there are a couple of ways to make money off of that. Well, first, you could actually use that skill, whether it be plumbing, electrical, video editing, graphic design, photography, whatever it is, actually use the skill. And secondly, you can teach the skill. People will pay for lessons. So maybe you play guitar and someone wants to learn how to play guitar. Well, sell them your skill. I would suggest getting out your notebook and really taking an inventory of your skill set. Write down all of the things that you're good at or all of the things that you could become good at, and then evaluate your market and see where those skills could add value for someone. And number 3, experiences. Providing other people with experiences or a form of entertainment. Think birthday parties, paintball courses, Tough Mudder, escape rooms, things like guided hunts or safaris, maybe travel planning or event planning. Studies are actually showing right now that younger generations place a higher value on experiences than they do on material purchases. So getting into the event space may not be a bad idea. I guess with COVID right now, it's a little difficult, but adding value to people by creating experiences that they enjoy, that create lifelong memories. Again, younger generations place a higher value on that than the previous ones do. So just sit and think, are you uniquely positioned to create an experience for someone that they would be willing to pay for? And finally, number 4 is objects, items, material possessions, things, a product. So some items people need, other items people just want. So maybe you find those items and you resell them. Think like flipping something, finding old, dirty, damaged items, cleaning them up, fixing them, and reselling them. Or think buying products in bulk and maybe you sell them as individuals for a higher amount. So this would include things like drop shipping, selling on Amazon, eBay, or doing a Shopify store where you drop ship items from Alibaba Express or AliExpress, whatever it's called. So in short, just finding things that people will buy and facilitating the sale. Okay, so a quick recap. The 4 main areas where you can create or add value to someone. Number 1 is time. Number 2 is skill. Number 3, experience. And number 4, material objects. Those are the 4 areas where you can create or add value for someone. Another saying that we've all heard is, it takes money to make money. Well, I would actually argue that that's not entirely true. Having money may make it easier, it may make it faster, but it's not a requirement. So you may have to hustle a little bit harder than Richie Rich to get there, but once the ball's rolling, you'll catch up really quick. And once you do, and once you've succeeded, you'll probably appreciate your success a lot more than the person that started with a whole bunch of money anyway. So with the right idea and some hard work, you can make all the money that you will ever need in your lifetime. Do not let lack of capital stand in your way. Never use the excuse, well, I don't have money, so I can't make money. There is a way to make money. It's up to you, again, to use your creativity, to use your imagination, and to find ways that you can create or add value to other people in exchange for money. So what does this all mean to you? What are the next steps? What are the action items? What are the takeaways? This is where you have to do a little bit of self and environmental evaluation. Take an honest look at what your skill set is. What are you good at? What are you not good at? Sit down with a notebook and create these 4 categories and start compiling ideas that fit your skill set under each of those areas. Ask yourself 4 questions. Number 1, how can I save someone time? Number 2, what skills do I have that I could use or teach? Number 3, what experiences could I facilitate that someone would be willing to pay for? And what material objects can I find that are in demand in the marketplace? No idea is too crazy. Write everything down. I don't care if you have an idea that you think is absolutely insane. Write it down, because those crazy ideas usually are the ones that end up leading to a brilliant idea. And I'll say it for like the 10th time. You are only limited by your own imagination and creativity. Think of everything. Write down everything and go through and do an honest evaluation of where you are. And then once you've identified your vehicle to creating income, well, the next step is scalability. But that's another video. Guys, if you like what you've heard, hit that like button for me and let YouTube know. I would appreciate that. Also, click that subscribe button and that notification bell. Take this journey with me as we learn how to break out of mediocrity and live our best lives. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.